for me, financial inclusion is exposing them and giving them an opportunity to apply for a loan or to have a debit card. Majority of Filipinos don't have that option on hand or as easy as both of us.
Hello and welcome to Thoughts on Tech, powered by Eastern Communications. I'm Justin Quirino, and I'm thrilled to be your host for this podcast series. As the title suggests, all about tech. Now today we're going to be exploring the world of ICT solutions, highlighting their impact, uncovering success stories, and learning from industry leaders who are driving change today. Today's guest plays a pivotal role in shaping the bank's digital-first strategy, driving innovation, and ensuring secure, seamless financial solutions for Filipinos. He's a technology leader whose expertise lies in building transformative tech systems that make banking more accessible, inclusive, and future-ready. Joining us today is the Chief Technology Officer of UnionDigital Bank. Please welcome Jino Noel. Hi, Jino.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, Jino. Welcome. Do a lot of people get confused between Union Bank's digital arm and UnionDigital?
Yes, absolutely. So I get a lot of questions about asking for help on their Union Bank questions. So,
Union Bank mismo, not UnionDigital.
But so I work for UnionDigital Bank. So UnionDigital Bank is the digital bank subsidiary of Union Bank. So we're totally separate bank. So we have a separate bank accounts, separate app, separate infrastructure as well. So we're totally independent from Union Bank. We're a separately licensed bank from the Bangko Central. There's a lot of helping out between both. So we're a subsidiary, and thankfully the mother company is very helpful and supportive of us. But we have, I guess our difference is that we're also different target markets from Union Bank, and also different focuses on what we should be doing.
And one of the things that I like about the Union Bank account is that there are saving goals. So for example, like when I was saving up to go to the US, I was like, you open up a certain saving goal and may mga auto debits dyan na parang every 15th of the month put 1,000 pesos into this goal, something like that. And I really like that compartmentalization and kind of instilling that in Filipinos. Do you have something similar with UnionDigital? What is your infrastructure? What does the interface look like?
Not really. So our main interface is our mobile app. All of our touch points with our users flows through there. As a digital bank, we're not allowed to have branches. So we're everything we bring you in and have your account created, all seamless and automated through the mobile app. So you don't have to sign up any forms or go to any branch to open any account. So both savings accounts, time deposit accounts, we'll give you a virtual debit card as well. All automated and seamless through our mobile app. If you have any issues or concerns, you can also file those, ask those questions, and reach out to our customer support also on our mobile app. So everything flows through there, and that's why we have to put in a lot of time, effort, and focus on making sure that our app is both user friendly, usable, and secure, because that's where most of our customer engagement and experience will be.
And all of this so I can create a UnionDigital account just on my phone anywhere I am.
Yes. Yep.
So if I'm in my room scrolling and I think to myself, I should probably create a UnionDigital account. So with UnionDigital, your title with UnionDigital is you're the Chief Technology Officer. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
It seems like Chief Technology Officer bears a lot of weight and responsibility with it, no?
Yep.
Could you describe to our viewers the big branches of responsibilities under Chief Technology Officer?
Okay, so under my teams, I handle the software development. So everything, all the improvements, all the new features, everything that we develop for the UnionDigital app is done by my software development teams. I have a data team that taking care of management reporting, Also on regulatory reporting. So the BSP keeps on asking for a lot of data and reports to make sure that we're compliant and secure with people's money. I also have my technology operations team. So making sure that all our servers, all our infrastructure is up. That when you're using the app, you have quick responses when you're making any financial activity on the app itself. And also have internal IT responsibility. So making sure that the internet in the office is fast enough and everyone is, all the employees have their own devices and laptops that they're asking for.
Yun yung importante sa akin, mabilis, di ba? Nowadays, we're allergic to lagging, I think. You know what I mean? We grew up back in like in the 2000s. It's like that was just part of everyday life. It's just waiting for web pages to load and stuff. And then now you can really feel the speed, right? I feel like that's so important. And so nowadays, with regard to not today, we're talking about the digital economy in general. Speed is a big part of that as well. Before we go into the topic of securing the Philippine digital economy, state of the Philippine digital economy according to Jino Noel. Jino Noel, what is the current state of our Philippine digital economy?
Yeah. I'll give you, I guess, one good thing, one bad thing about the digital economy. I think I'll start with the bad thing. So our biggest challenge, especially as a bank, is verifying identity verification of who the people are, because we are required to make sure that when we give you account, you are who you say you are, and also that you're not making like duplicate accounts and so on. So and it's not just for us. I think it's a common problem for most technology companies in the Philippines that needs to deal with real people. I think the Philippines could have a better infrastructure for identity verification for across the board. The good thing about being the Philippines is that Filipinos are early adopters inherently. So if you look at any previous any all of the big global companies, they would have had their first successes, their first market penetrations in the Philippines. So if you go to Facebook, I mean back then Friendster, Instagram, we're one of the heaviest users of new applications and media in the Philippines, and that's one advantage of serving Filipinos.
The negative in the Philippines is the verification.
Yeah, I think we have to deal with. I mean, it's not just the Philippines. I don't want to say it's a Philippine problem, right? But I mean, when you're dealing with especially things online and digital, I mean, fraud is a big concern, especially as a financial institution. So we need to take those into account and be careful and do everything that we can to guard against those.
Is there a specific reason why verification is one of our weaknesses?
I think we just lack a lot of infrastructure that other countries have. So then we don't have a centralized service for me to verify your IDs
I see.
and so on. So
like a nationwide database that you can cross-reference.
Yeah, if I can send someone my, because when you create an account, you have to give me take a screenshot of your ID, right? So I can't I have to verify that myself. I can't do submit it to a government service or centralized service and see if
really. So for example,
validate
but if you're dealing with businesses, easier. DTI, whatever it is. But when you're dealing with individuals, that's where it becomes more difficult, I suppose.
Yes, because there's we have to support a lot of just on the ID example. So we have to support driver's licenses, national IDs, the UMIDs before, and also if our target market is people that are like the unbanked, you're dealing with a lot more, I guess, lesser quality IDs. So we'd get some student IDs and all that. That there's
Condo
infinite
IDs,
infinite variations
that
we need to take into account.
Yeah. But okay, so how does that work? Because earlier you said that in UnionDigital you can create an account in minutes. So how fast is that verification process?
If you're using the more standard ID, so like licenses,
national IDs.
those are automated, streamlined. It goes past through. You get your account validated and verified pretty quickly. If you use I guess less standard IDs, you may need a secondary verification where we have our customer and operations teams actually may have to do some manual validation to check on use. You may have to wait a bit for in those cases.
So on the topic of infrastructures, and UnionDigital's fully digital infrastructure, it serves millions without a single physical branch. Is it an advantage that there isn't a physical branch?
It is an advantage for the in the sense that we have, I guess, a unified touch point, so we can put all our focus and our efforts on making sure that that touch point, our mobile app, is the best that we can make it. Because you won't have the variance that you will experience, like some branches are better than others when it comes to traditional banks.
Yeah.
I guess on the negative point, I think there are still most Filipinos, myself included, would also still prefer to go to the branch from time to time, if in case for some important things.
It's reassuring to have another human.
Yes.
Verify, calm you down. Okay lang, sir. Yes, na deposit na po, sir.
Yeah. So right. I mean, I think so it's also a change that I think people are getting used to.
Do you think it's hard for us Filipinos to move to digital, being so used to the physical transactions?
No, not really. I think also maybe it's maybe a generational question as well. It'll definitely be hard for my parents.
Yeah.
But I think for me, and especially my kids, I think it'll be more natural for them for that kind of experience.
I mean, even making transfers from one person to another, nakakapraning din minsan di ba?
Yes,
especially when it comes to like the bigger amounts, loan amounts, whatever it is. So. Yeah.
And I think it's also like that behavior will change over time, and also I think the people will become more comfortable on these things over time. So when InstaPay first came out, I mean, people were really sending, then calling, did you receive it? But now like people have become more confident, especially once these systems or products have a track record of working almost all the time, right?
So having said that, Jino. And we mentioned that let's say like people like our parents, they would prefer to just go to the bank physically and transact physically. What would you say to people who are hesitant to do online banking?
I think one is it's definitely easier. I think all of us has a nightmare experience about going to a branch and waiting extremely long time to get serviced.
Yes.
Right. So digital banking, if the mobile app, things are happen. So I believe it's a better customer experience. Two is there is a lot of I think depends on what's holding them back. No, if they're worried about security, I can guarantee there's a lot of regulations, compliance requirements, a lot of guardrails to make sure that everything is as secure as possible, and things are properly tracked and audited and reconciled as much as can be. So we have pretty good banking regulations that are very strict and to make sure that people should feel secure in doing this kind of things.
Well, what are some tips that we can give people to feel more secure sending money to other people, to another digital bank? So for example, is it better to use QR codes, copy paste
Yeah, I think QR codes is definitely one. If your recipient can send you their QR codes, at least you're pretty sure that that's their account. I take advantage a lot of my mobile banking apps. If you can save the recipient list, save the account number to your favorites, so you make sure if I need to make repeat sending.
Yeah.
It's already been successful before, so
Yeah.
it's definitely correct. So I take advantage of that a lot.
So for example, we have a lot of freelancers as well who have other freelancers on their payroll. But hindi naman automatic yun, diba? So they do it manually all the time. So on Union Digital, I guess you can have like your favorite list,
Yep.
and also the amount, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think about the amount, but you should be able to save your recipients on most of your banking apps, and at least have a reference, and then you repeat sending them.
So it seems like we just have. There could be a slight learning curve, right? Especially when it comes to changing our habits, changing our ways. But it would be more efficient if we did learn this new system. No, I was actually thinking, since we're talking about the digital economy, you mentioned time is money. Interestingly enough, especially with regard to online, people say that if you sign up for a free service, you're not getting a product. You are the product. That's what they say, because you end up giving your data and all these things. And I think that may be a big apprehension for a lot of people with regard to adopting any new account or creating any new account is their data privacy and how their data is being processed. So how does Union Digital protect customers' data in an era where banks are prime targets pa for cybercrime? Yeah.
So everything we do is has a security aspect in mind. So we have multiple levels of security. Union Digital is all of our tech infrastructure is in the cloud. So AWS. So we're Amazon. So we have firewalls. We have a security operations team just actively watching out for possible attacks. During development, we go through security checks on the code level as well. We do vulnerability and penetration testing, where we try to break our own app, see if there's any holes that we can find, and so that we can catch it ourselves and fix it before anyone else finds out, and that goes for any new development that we do.
Wow. Would you say that that's a common practice among other companies as well? Let's break the app.
Yeah, I think especially for most banks, because we take our responsibility of people trusting us with their money very, very seriously. I think it's definitely a standard practice among everyone.
I think that might be like a revolutionary idea for some, about like, all right, team, today's assignment, we're gonna break our app. We're gonna do our best to break the app today. But this is a practice that helps the performance in the long run.
Yep. So, I mean, it's there's no. I mean, it's you have to balance between security and usability, right? And especially during development, it's impossible to catch all the vulnerabilities on the first go. That's why we have multiple levels of checks, multiple levels of testing, multiple levels of security layers all added, so that we can make sure that nothing gets out that exposes our users to fraud and abuse.
Especially since I believe financial inclusion is a big advocacy of yours as well. Making digital banking accessible to more and more Filipinos. Before we delve further into that topic, could you give me your definition of financial inclusion?
So for me, financial inclusion is giving people the same opportunities financially that you and me have. So like for us, like if I wanted to get a loan, I can go to a bank. I have a credit card, right? the majority of Filipinos don't have that option on hand, or as easily as both of us can have it, right? So for me, financial inclusion is exposing them and giving them opportunity to apply for a loan, or to have a debit card so that they can do like cashless payments online. And for when the BSP started this whole digital banking experiment, that was their target. People will be making their first bank account. The people will have their first bank account. They will have their first debit card, the first ATM. And this was the market that the BSP wanted us to serve.
Giving everybody that opportunity to have access to these investment instruments, etc. for their okay. So why would you say that security is the foundation for financial inclusion?
They need to feel confident and comfortable to trust you with their data and their money. I think that's one of the most serious decisions a person can have. Like, where would I keep my money? Especially if you're their first experience with a bank or with digital fintechs. They'll have a bad experience. They probably won't trust you and trust the industry again. So we're gonna lose them. And security is, I think, the most important thing about especially when it comes to banking. People are trusted with their money, with their hard-earned savings, and this is what they're gonna spend on their family. So we need to keep that secure, and it's a solemn responsibility on our part to handle all that.
A solemn responsibility on your part. I love that. So again, on the topic of securing the Philippines' digital economy, what would you say your final thoughts are for our viewers here today? What is your biggest encouragement to people today with regard to securing the Philippine digital economy?
Yeah. I think the digital economy in the Philippines is only gonna get bigger. I think Filipinos are really looking forward to taking advantage of it. We're early adopters in most products, new applications that are being released around the world. Us as an industry, we want to service and provide the people with what they're looking for. I think it's a win-win as well. So the people, the Filipinos get better customer experience, faster and more convenient activities and experiences on not just on financial application but also everything. So you can go e-commerce, right? Right, with Lazada, Shopee, Grab. A lot of it is convenience and helps the people with what they need to do. And on the other end, for the businesses, it's also advantageous for us. So save on costs, save on reaching out, reaching more people, reaching more customers, and being able to scale better as well. So as the digital economy increases, it's a win-win for both the companies that are being built for it, and also for the people who are making use of it.
I'm gonna give you a recap of what I learned from you in our session today, and I want you to just verify if it's correct, right? Okay. So number one, an advantage of the Philippine digital economy is we're very good early adopters of digital products. There's enthusiasm there. There's that trial and error, and there's that advancement there.
Yep.
Given the right opportunity.
Yep.
And of course, the best way to start exploring these things, number one, is to pair with a very trustworthy provider for financial services.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So that's number two. Number three, if more and more people were to use digital banking instead, as opposed to line up in traditional banks, things would move a lot faster, and we'd probably have more business, maybe more income. Yeah. And so if we want the Philippines to advance faster, we should start moving faster as well.
Yeah. I think the people are willing to on that. They just need to be given the opportunity to, and the products and the applications to take advantage of it.
Yeah. So would you say correct?
Yep, correct.
Would you say I was a good student today?
I was a student.
We're both students. Jino Noel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And that wraps up this week's episode of Thoughts on Tech. We've explored seamless financial solutions and transformative digital banking, giving every Filipino a fair gateway to financial freedom. Thank you once again to our guest today, the Chief Technology Officer of UnionDigital Bank, Jino Noel. Palakpakan naman natin siya, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Gino.
This was fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you in our next episode. Bye.